update, see interview log 02608. Incident report 02612. During a routine security check of SCP-026, Agent Malik was found unconscious by his partner, Agent Jones, in the main foyer. Initial attempts at rousing Agent Malik were ineffective, so he was moved for transportation to site. Upon leaving the grounds of SCP-026, he woke abruptly in a state of agitation. When questioned, he revealed that he had been dreaming of a classroom setting. This dream has been consistent throughout all subjects who have fallen asleep within the grounds of SCP-026. SCP-026 Interview Log 02601. Rating +62. Interview with former principal at SCP-026. Agent : Thank you for your time, Mr. Not at all. If there's one thing I have plenty of these days, it's time. Agent : So, let's get down to business. You were principal of, redacted, back in, redacted, is that correct? Yes, that's right. Agent : What can you tell us about that? Well, you've heard the stories, I'm sure. Folks say it was haunted. I don't know about that, but things did seem strange towards the end. Agent : Tell me about them. Let's see, there were the stairs, of course. You've heard about that, right? People would count 15 coming up and 16 coming back down. I'm sure there was a trick to it, like an optical illusion, but I never could figure it out. And we had a history book that turned up completely blank. Pauses. I suppose these seem rather tame. But you know how it is. Little things add up. People tell stories. Agent : Tell me about the dreams. The dreams? Oh, yes. People were complaining about nightmares. Mostly students, but a few of the staff as well. It was always about school never ending. We joked about it at first, but more people talked about it. I didn't put much credence into it, but, well, when we found the blueprints didn't match up with the school, it seemed easier just to move to a new building. The schoolhouse was old, anyway, and we wanted a fresh start. And, just like that, things seemed to settle back to normal. Agent : I see. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Pauses. It's not really much, but maybe it will make a nice footnote in that book you're writing. I still sometimes have dreams about being in my office, back at the old schoolhouse. Sometimes I'm doing paperwork, sometimes I'm talking to someone, but it's always back behind the desk, just like old times. But gradually, I notice something's a bit off. The bell's ringing, but I don't hear anyone in the hallway. No students hurrying in or out of the classroom, no chatter, no footsteps, nothing but the bell. And it doesn't stop. The crazy thing is that I never notice it's a dream until then. I've been retired for 10 years, but until I notice the bell, I think everything's normal. Crazy, isn't it? Agent : I think it's very interesting. Thank you very much. If you think of anything else, don't hesitate to give me a call. Anytime. SCP-026 Interview Log 02608. Rating +100. Dr. : Please have a seat. Agent Walker: Thank you. Dr. : Let's get down to business. I understand you're requesting a transfer out of field work. Would you like to talk about that? Agent Walker: I'd rather not. Dr. : It's your choice. However, I can't approve a transfer without reason. Agent Walker: Look, The agent paused here. You've seen my record. You know I worked on 26, right? Dr. : I've read the report. Agent Walker: I was there the first time we took one of the sleepers out. A lot of them were adults when they disappeared, but they're kids again when we find them. So, I see the 16-year-old boy just kind of shrivel away. I had nightmares that night. Dr. : You're supposed to report any unusual dreams after contacting a potentially mind-altering phenomenon. Agent Walker: It hadn't been declared a mind screw yet. We just thought it was a weird space thing. We were just watching it until the picnickers got there. And it was a shock, You know? We weren't expecting anything like that. Anyway, I got over it quick enough. I'd seen worse. I once had a guy melt while I was holding onto him. Dr. Cullen, I see. What happened next? Agent Walker, nothing, for a while. I went in a couple of times, but didn't see anything too weird. But, look, I know I should have reported it. But one of my buddies had just been disappeared after getting touched by some weird sip, and I didn't want it to happen to me. Dr. Cullen, you've been affected by an SCP? Agent Walker, yeah. It was a week later. I was dozing in the back of the van, and I started dreaming. Dr. Cullen, can you describe this dream? Agent Walker, just like the others. You've read the reports, right? Dr. Cullen, pretend that I haven't. For the record, Agent Walker. Agent Walker, alright. I'm in a classroom. It's just like one of the ones in 026, but new. Not falling apart. I knew the teacher's name. I knew who was sitting by me, even though I'd never seen most of them before. The bell started ringing, but no one moved. I raised my hand, but the teacher didn't notice. Finally, I tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. Then I noticed something strange with my hand. It had color. Everything else was black and white. But I felt like I was the one who was wrong? Out of place? That's when I woke up. The van was leaving. No one else noticed I'd been asleep. Dr. Cullen, and you didn't think to report this? Agent Walker, like I said, I was scared. And this was before they found Malik. I figured it was just another nightmare. Nothing weird. And after Malik had his dream, well, they didn't do anything with him, so I figured it wasn't a big deal. Dr. Cullen, he was put on observation. You should have been as well, for your own safety and for the safety of others. Agent Walker, you paper pushers think it's all so easy, don't you? Sitting behind a desk all day, you don't know what it's like. Well, things aren't so clear out there. Not when you're the one hunting talking cats in a sewer, or waiting to see if you're the one who's not going to come back this time. Agent Walker was visibly distressed. It was several minutes before she calmed down enough to continue the interview. Agent Walker, anyway, it wasn't until later that we connected the dreams with the sleepers. Not until they found those Class Ds on the second floor. Still, I thought I might be okay. I wasn't actually inside of 26 when I dreamed. I wasn't sure until the dreams started. Dr. Cullen, you're having reoccurrences? Agent Walker, yeah. They started 6 months ago. It's the same dream. But each time, it takes me a little longer to notice it isn't real. And when I look at my hands, they're a little more gray. End interview. 02631 note. Agent Walker has since been given a class amnesiac and returned to field work.